Hi there, me again. Today I wanted to talk to you about electric cars and why you might want to consider an electric car even if you don't give a crap about the environment. Don't get me wrong, I think you should give a crap about the environment. I'm not judging. That's not what we're here for. I just figured I'd give you 3 reasons that don't have anything to do with the environment of why you should consider buying an electric car. Okay, number 1, they got a lot of pep. These things, holy cow, they just take off. The energy goes right to the tires, takes off fast. I tested one of mine today. My family now has 2 electric cars, and I tested one of them today so I could get like footage for this video of how fast it can go take off. I gave myself a block and a half. Not saying this is smart. I put it in sport mode, which is kind of a cool geeky thing. We'll get to that in a minute. And I just laid down pedal hard, and I actually literally burnt the tires. I didn't. I'm poor, so I've never really thought that was able to like burn the tires, and I did. I could smell them. It was crazy. And then I just I stopped right away. I didn't get to 60. There's no way. I didn't give myself nearly enough room, but still crazy pep. I mean, wow. Geez, they're fast, and I like that, and that's nice. And it's kind of cool if like your friends make fun of your little car when they're driving these huge like gas sport car things, and you're both at the same light, and if you're doing something stupid, you can smoke them, and that's pretty amazing considering these are not expensive cars. So, and then, okay, number 2, let's talk about the geeky stuff. Besides like the idea that you can put your car in sport mode, which is cool. Also, these cars a lot of times have your adaptive cruise control. They have your lane assistance. They have your heated seats. They have heated steering wheels. They have the lights on the mirrors. They have these things because they haven't been around that long. And now they're cheap because they're used, but by used I mean like $20,000, $30,000 or whatever. So they have all these features that, you normally have to spend a lot more on a gas car to have these kind of things, which is pretty cool because I'm a tech guy. I enjoy the geeky stuff, and they have them. So that's really neat. Okay, so yeah, that's number 2. Number 3rd reason you should consider buying an electric car, even if you don't give a crap about the environment. They're cheap, and I already kind of alluded to this a little bit, and by cheap I don't mean like they're going to be like when I bought a Ford Econoline rusted out van that was 25 years old or something, and I bought it for $200, and I didn't have brakes, so I basically had to like use the parking brake or try to slam it in a different gear. It got dangerous, it got stupid. I did that in college. I wouldn't recommend doing that either. That's another thing, it's kind of dumb. So I'm not saying they're that cheap, but I am saying that if you've heard they're expensive, and I know you have because you're one of these people who doesn't give a crap about the environment, so you're probably believing in some of these things you're hearing about EVs. It's not true. They're cheap. They're cheap because you're not buying gas. They're cheap because you're not replacing your muffler. They're cheap because you're not getting an oil change. They're cheap because sometimes they let you charge at work for free some places, or they let you charge for free when you go to the grocery store or get a haircut. There's all sorts of free, cheap places now to charge your EV. And think about that. Think about going to work and coming out from work and suddenly somebody just like left a gallon of gas there. Like that would be crazy, right? And that's basically the situation with these electric cars, which is pretty cool. So they're cheap, and they're also, I'm looking at cars with all the tech crap, with all the pep that I'm talking about, and under 20 grand, and they can go 200 some miles on a charge. That's pretty amazing. I mean, they're really nice cars. And I'm not saying 20,000 is not a lot of money, because to me it is, and I'm sure to a lot of you it is, but 20,000 minus that 4,000 that the government's still willing to give you at the moment, and now you're at 16,000. You're not buying any gas. So think about how much are you spending on gas a month? I mean, I used to spend, I don't know. I spent probably about $50 a month on gas because I was driving a small little car, but I was driving it a lot. So that's, it adds up, man. That's all I'm saying is they're cheap and they last a long time. Don't believe the battery nonsense, but I'm just saying they're cheap. They're cheaper than you think they are. And you don't have to worry about all these things you normally do with a car, and they're really high quality, and they got a lot of pep. If you need to make that left turn and a car's coming the other way, and once you get used to the idea that you can just zoom through that lane and make your left turn, you're gonna miss it as soon as you're in a gas car. I've had this experience. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Seriously, consider caring a little bit about the environment.